Okay, number 9 talks about chromium-49, which has a half-life of 42.3 minutes. That means every 42.3 minutes you have half as much as what you had before. So they're asking us what the value of A is in this equation if the half-life is 42.3 minutes. That means whatever you put here, this is half as much. Okay? So if this was 2x, this is x. So you're going to have 0.5 is equal to a to the t. And you can put any numbers in there you want, but you're going to have to put 0.5 equals a to the t. So in this case, t is 42.3. So you're going to have 0.5 is equal to a to the 42.3. Now, the only way to get a is to raise it to the 1 over 42.3 power. 1 over 42.3 power. And if you do that, you're going to get a is equal to, and you get your numerical answers, whatever that happens to be. And it'll be 0.9834747. So you're going to use the calculator for that. So this side you automatically know what it is. So you just do 0.5 in your calculator, raise it to the 1 over 42.3 power. Okay? And that'll give you that answer right there. Then it asks you, if you have 4 grams, how much is going to be left after 5 minutes? Well, if you have 4 grams, how much is going to be left? Well, you know the formula. It's going to say A of t, the amount at a certain time, the amount at 4 minutes, is going to equal the original amount, which was 4 grams, times A, which we just had, 0.9834747, and you should have that in your calculator from just a moment ago. And then you raise that to the 5 minutes, okay? And you should have a little bit more than, what's that going to be, 3 and change, 3.685, so 3.685 grams, okay, and that makes sense. So you take the answer from part A and you apply it to part B. This is your multiplier. This is the amount that you're losing for every unit of time. This is how much you start with. This is how much you have at a certain given point in time. So using the same formula, they want to know the same 4 grams, how much is left after 69 minutes. Well, it's going to be a lot less. So they want A of 69. That means how much do you have left after 69 minutes is equal to 4, how much you started with, A0, times that multiplier, 0.93747, but this time raised to the 69th power. And if you do that, you're going to have a lot less. You'll be left with 1.29 grams after you multiply that out. Okay? Now we'll go ahead to number 10. As I told you, a lot of these problems involving the application of logarithms deal with exponential functions. Logarithms comes next, are scientific in nature. So this problem deals with the concentration of a drug in your bloodstream, and it's modeled by this equation right here. And they want to know 5 minutes in, what's the concentration of a certain drug in your bloodstream. So you're going to put 0.2 in there for the variable. So you're going to have 0.02 times 1 minus e to the negative 2, that's going to be negative 1 because you're doing 0.2 times 5, 0.2 times 5. And then you just do this carefully on your calculator, you're going to get 0.01264. And they want the decimal rounded to 3 places. So you look here and you say, okay, that's going to be 5 or higher, so it's going to be 0.013 grams, or percent, 0.013%, 0.013%. Okay, there you go. Now, in number 11, you have $56,000 to invest, and they want to make $700 in interest in 2.3 years. And they're trying to find out what quarterly rate is necessary to do so. Well, it's not going to be much because $700 is not that much compared to $56,000. But just to break that down, here you go. So the amount at a certain time that we're going to have. So the amount at a certain time. Well, after 2.3 years, we want to have 56,700. It's going to equal the amount you had at the beginning, 56,000, right? Times 1 plus the interest rate we're looking for, divided by 4 because it's quarterly, and then 4 times whatever that number of years is. 4 times a year times the number of years. So in this case, we divide that out, and so we'll have to divide both sides by 56,000. Okay, and that's going to be 0.05. Okay, so we're going to get 1.051. Take that back. Yeah, it's 1.051. That's that. So we're going to get that. Take that back. Sorry about that. So in order to get that, we have to divide by 56,000 on both sides. That divides that out. So we're going to be left with 1 plus r over 4 raised to the, multiply that out, it's going to be 9.2 power, okay, is equal to whatever that happens to be, whatever that decimal is, 57,600 divided by 56,600 over 56,000. Then we subtract, well, we have to take both sides to the 1 over 9.2 power. That's the only way to get rid of this, okay? So we're going to have whatever this happens to be, 56,600 over 56,000 raised to the 1 over 9.2 power, and then you have to subtract 1, okay? And then you multiply that whole thing by 4, because that's the opposite operation you need to do here. And that's what you have to do in order to find that answer. And I believe that comes out to whatever that comes out to, you can figure that out on your calculator. It's not a big deal. Very small percentage, however. It's like it's about like 0.05. It's about 0.54%, something like that. Really small, just over 0.5%. Okay, this last one here, number 12, we have $7,800 to invest, and our monthly rate is 5.1%. That's compounded monthly, and we want to know how much we're going to have at 5 years. So that's going to be 7,800 is what you start with, times 1 plus 0.051 over 12, raised to the 12 times a year times 5 years. That's going to be the 60th power. So it's 7,800 times 1 plus 0.051 over 12. Just enter that in your calculator. Get comfortable doing that, okay, to the 60th power. That's going to give you in one step, if you do it carefully. You get $10,060.16. And that's it. We've seen all the types of problems you're going to see for 5.2.